And that is, there are schools that are closed. One level is closed, the other level is allowed to operate. For example, a school operating an ECD and an LBS. Where the ECD is closed and the LBS allowed to operate, children within the community in which that nursery school is operating would be able to absorb these children, because those schools that are approved have adequate space, and because of the numbers of schools that are also approved far outweigh those that are closed, we feel that, among other things, that's the reason why we haven't got that request. But placement is not an issue, and we have developed strategies where we can place them equally in all the schools, depending on parental choice. Some parents, as you know, still prefer private schools, and we know that a lot of private schools are also still there with adequate space.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mbenga. Well explained. Well, viewers, this is just a reminder that you're watching your weekly education forum, and this time it's a regional Bantaba on back to school. Mbokk yi ñoo seetaan ñu ngi leen di fàttali ne yéen a ngi janook ñun di seetaan programme bi nga xam ne moom la ñu ooyee pencum jàngalekat yi education forum. Fii nag tey ñoog waajur yi jàngalekat yi xale yi jàng ñun ñëpp a fi teew fii ci regional education office bi nekk ci Kanifing amee jàngu yi nga xam ne ñoom ñëpp a ngi ci Banjul ak Serekunda KMC. Yéen waajur yi ak jàngalekat yi ku ci am lu la jaaxal fii penc la moo xam ne dañoo waxtaan ci suñu biir ñu bëgg nag ku ci bëgg a laajte wala nga yokk xel ci li ñu waxtaanee mun nga ekkati sa loxo nga wax sa tur ak fi nga jógee.
Jërëjëf maam Tamsir, ñu ngi nuyu ñu fa toog angum ñu toog si table bi foofu noonu. Man maa ngi tudd Mamadou Savage, man ma chairman PTA bu St. Joseph Basic School Banjul. li ma bëggoon a yokk si waxtaan bi mooy comme ni ko ak directeur bi waxee contact hours bi am na si solo torop because dañ dee jànkuwanteel ak loolu torop ni mu ko waxee mu ne léegi nga am programme yoo xam ne planuñ ko daf dee jël si contact hours yi léegi nga am yenn activité yoo xam ne sax duñ ko dee fogee dafa wàññi si contact hours yi loolu nag school si dem nañ ba develop ñun suñ own programme ak time yoo xam ne léegi dañ dee mun a seet naka la ñoo mun a yokka waxtu bu ñoo am ak xale yi ndax seen time bu ñoom bu ñu war a am ak ñun ndax ñu mun koo matal waaye loolu benn tey mu niñ ko ma defee mooy ñu yokk ak classes mooy léegi ñu ne samedi am nañ classe xale yi ñëw ñu am yenn ak yuñ defa ñoom wala ñu yokk waxtu bi xëy na léegi bala ñoo wàcca ay ñaar ba ñetti waxtu ba ñeenti waxtu dañ fa dee nekka ngir waxtu bi xam ne ñàkk nañ ko ndax ñu mun koo amati. beneen li ma bëgg a yokkatam si waxtaan bi mooy waajur yi dañ nekk si jamono bu métti boo xam ne xale yi dañ leen war a topp because xale yi suñ bëggee ñu jànga duñ leen jël yóbbu leen si school bi rek fàtte leen fa ngir xale bi waajur bi ak school bi ñoo bokk xale bi léegi ñi yëpp dañ am lu luñ war suñ jëlee suñ doom yóbbu leen si school bi demuñ jël rek sànni dañ dem pour ñu am dara foofu te am boobu noonu ñu expect si school bi not ne waa teacher si rek a ko mun a def dafa am jamono yoo xam ne ñun léegi ñuy dem di seet suñu xale yi naka lañ nekkee si school bi naka lañ fa behavior mooy naka lañ fa nekkee di jànkuwanteel ak seen classes yi ak ñoom ñu fa nekkal loolu lu am solo la si jàngum xale yi ko jàngum xale bi du school rek léegi weesu na loolu ku nekk am na si cër te maa ngi ñaan waajur yi ñu gën a takku pour ñu dimbale suñu xale yi pour seen ëllëg jërë ngeen jëf.
There's a little about contact hours. Yes, everybody is talking about contact hours, and it is so important. And we too, I am Marianne Williams. the principal of Kanifing East Upper Basic School. We, the principals, the heads, and everybody, we are working very hard towards utilizing the last minute of the contact hours. But at times we have problems. Just like this year, yesterday I think regional office embarked on going around their normal routine when school reopens to see whether work has started in schools. Well, as I have earlier mentioned, we do our best to let work start immediately when we resume. But looking at what happens, 2 weeks before time, you invite your staff, you have your staff meeting, you give your timetables, and then you are expecting to take off immediately the first day when you resume. All of a sudden, on that day, you have about 4 changes made by the regional office. You have 5, 6 teachers sent by the Gambia College. They are part of us. They should be part of the staff. And any changes are expected because people go and talk to them about their problems and they listen and they try to solve the problem. It's not a matter of wanting to change. But come to think of it, on that day, you have already given your timetable, you want to take off. You cannot take off and leave those ones who are sent by the Gambia College and who are also sent or changed by the regional office. You have to get them on board. So you take timetable again from people, try to allocate classes for those who are newly posted. That is a big job. I am an expert in drawing timetables, but I will tell you it is a hectic job. I did everything, and I was expecting, no, not the credit even, but I was very comfortable, thinking that when the regional office come, or when even not the regional office, but the students and the teachers, they will feel good, especially the new ones. They will say, now, here, there is no chahan in this school. But when they came, that was the time I started withdrawing timetables from people and then trying to allocate classes to others who are newly posted there. Everything was upside down when these people were coming. I'm not backing myself. But when they came, I have retrieved these timetables. Teachers were not going to class and all whatnot. So no matter how we try, at least I think there are still problems. So this is only about the contact hours. Until we go on, then I'll come to contribute. Thank you.
I hope when you are a school manager, you should be able to manage whatever circumstances arise. Unfortunately, we are dealing with a very dynamic process. And I hope everyone knows that posting cannot start now and stop the next day. Posting goes on and on and on. It is a dynamic process. Posting is just like enrollment. When you enroll, do you stop enrollment after 1 month or 2 months? No. You keep on enrolling because people have different contexts. People move for different reasons. Teachers come and go for different reasons. Therefore, posting is dynamic. And an expert in timetabling should be able to factor that. When we send teachers, we send specialists, especially upper basic schools. We send you English teacher who can teach English and SES, or who can teach arts, or can teach maths and science. So even if we bring in Amadou, Pate, and Momadou, you should be able to look at the timetable and give them exactly the subjects that they are supposed to carry out. It doesn't matter who comes the next minute. And I want people to understand it that way. We do not send people. And secondly, this is a very closely knit society. This is a closely knit society. You have relatives here. Your friend's friend could be my relative. Even your friend's enemy could be your relative. But in spite of all that, people come for different reasons, and for different reasons we move them. Mr. Jaita said in his introduction that we move teachers for domestic, for health, and for other reasons. But most of the time, on marital grounds, we move people. On health reasons, we move people. On domestic grounds, we move people. Therefore, we will be moving people and we'll be posting until doomsday.